I thought I'd start this by opening the box and showing you the bits as they come out. So a bit of slashing through the sellotape first. Just drop that on the floor. So there is some specification here: APP, remote control, video, motion detection, mopping, auto recharge, anti-collision, anti-falling, and voice prompt. But we'll have a look at that when we get it out and get it going. There's a user guide. That's the thing at the top here. There's also a warranty card. And then we go into the box itself. And the item itself is a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's quite substantial. There we are. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at the base. And let's see what else is in the box. Now in here there are these brushes. There's also a remote control, a charging plug, and this I presume is a charging station. So I'm going to, there's also a very little brush here as well, presumably for cleaning things. I'm going to just unpack all of this, put it on charge, and then read the instruction book. Just to show you how I'm getting on. Along here it says, before use, please remove the front protection within the cushions. And I've been looking all over for that, but I think what it is, it's this little bit of rubbery stuff here that needs to come out. There we are. And in my looking around, I've also undone this, which is a bit of tape to seal things down. And this opens into a compartment that's got a little container that's presumably for the dirt and dust that feeds up through this chute from underneath. And there's a filter at the back, so I presume it sucks through that. What else have I discovered? I've discovered that on the bottom, I know it's quite ginger, but did this quite gingerly. But this is obviously the mop thing here. This bit's got hook and eye things to hold that in place. And there's a chute that obviously gathers the dirt. It's silicone. It's got a silicone guide there, so that's not going to cause any harm to anything. But what I'm going to do now, there's two ways of charging it. One is with the charging station, the other is just plugging the thing directly into there. I'm going to directly plug this into there, switch it on, and let it charge for a while. When I connect the power, you have to hear this.
Hello, Master. JISIWEI Smart Robot is serving you. Charging.
In the meantime, in the Play Store, JISIWEI in there, search. Want to see photos, camera, microphone, Wi-Fi connection, and device ID and the call information. Accept. I've trimmed out some of the boring download, probably about 30 seconds of it. Installing. Open. And here we have some stuff done. Quick register. So I'll put my personal details in there. The next thing I've got to do is I've got to bind this to the router. Now there's a sonic setting way of doing it, so I'm going to give that a go.
If the blue indicator is flashing.
And it is. So there, somehow we've got a picture of what the robot can actually see. So there we are, I'll move that around and you can see the picture coming back. So I'd better see what else it'll do. So I press the button and it seems to be off. It's showing a bit of video there, not the best video, but it's showing video there. And the cleaner itself is just on the move. I'm not quite sure what mischief it might get up to in here. I haven't prepared anything, like moving stuff off the floor. First impression is it's not too loud. It's a lot quieter than an ordinary vacuum cleaner. And when it goes up and touches something, it immediately bounces off. It touches it, the front bumper gets hit, and it comes away again, tries a different direction. It needs a complete room to itself, doesn't it, I think? Rather than having me chasing it around, looking for wires and things. Now it's got a whole room to itself. It's also got a charging station there. And once more I'll push the...
Start automatic cleaning. Charging.
Oh. Oh well, there we are. Better let it charge.
Start
Okay.
automatic cleaning.
I push the button again and off it goes. Coping with a rug. No problems with the tassels. Well, I'll give it a few moments and see how it goes. Well, here's a bit of a challenge for it. All picked up, all gone. These candlesticks are quite a challenge for it, not to knock them over, but it hasn't done so yet. And this is how it copes with a tight situation. Goes forward, touches, goes back, turns a bit, tries again, until eventually it finds a way out. So now you can see the brushes at the front. I'll push the start button.
Start automatic cleaning.
Oh, there they go. So even cleaner. Something to go into the corners, which is brilliant. And here's a little remote control as well. All the directional functions and so on. Here it is back again then after a lot of toing and froing. What I've obviously got to do is look in the little box, isn't it? Now I have to say the floors here weren't too dirty, but it's still accumulated a fair old bit of stuff. That's from a floor that was hoovered just a day or so ago. And there's some gauzes and stuff in there. And I presume this just pulls out. It has a pull-out feel to it. There we are. That's pretty good going, from what I thought was a pretty clean floor. So, all in all, I'd say it's done a pretty good job. Pretty effective. It goes around, it cleans stuff up. I don't know what you would do about cleaning this. I don't know if this goes in the washing machine or something. But it's certainly done its job, and it's done it quietly and effectively, and anyway, there we are. I'm very impressed with it. I'm very pleased with it.